Hello, welcome to Irons United from South Space West End Supporters Bar. So, I'm here with Dan and Matt, and we're going to have a quick review of the season and look ahead to the match today against Southampton. Right, so Dan, first of all, what do you think of the season and the predictions for the game today?
The season? Yeah, I'll go against the grain. I don't think it's been that bad.
Really?
Well, we were only a couple of games finishing off 7th.
Yeah.
So we could have done that. Could have qualified for Europa. We've had some dodgy decisions from the refs. Do you know what I mean? It's Pellegrini's first season as well. And we've had a lot of injuries. It's not been bad. We've had rough parts. Yeah. But overall, it's not been a bad season. It's been a West Ham season.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been a generic West Ham season. You can fault parts of it. You can be happy with other parts of it. Last weekend, you know what I mean? We've lost small teams. We've beat some decent teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been a West Ham way season.
Okay, Matt, over to you then. What do you think of the season and predictions for today?
The season, I give a B. I think like Dan said, you know, it's had its ups and downs. I think we've been consistently inconsistent. You know, we've lost to the crap teams, beaten the bigger teams. Said consistency, cup referee decisions. We could easily be 7th. Average of 6 injuries all season, I think, every game. So we've done well. I think
full team now that the season's over, pretty much.
Yeah, now I think it's like the strongest team available all season is today.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Do you think we've kind of overestimated where we would be this season given the signings that we made last season?
We always do. Don't matter what signings we make, we always think it's going to be a great season. You've got to. That's why you go into it. That's why you get caught up in the hype. That's why you believe in yourself. Do you know what I mean? You buy your season ticket, and every season you believe. And then you get a couple of months in, you go, it's going to be a generic season, but you get on with it. You carry on. You know what I mean?
Where are you, Matt? At the start of the season, I think the expectations were high because we spent a lot of money, but realistically we didn't actually spend that much money. Right. If you consider the fact that the 3-4 seasons before that we massively underspent, this 100 million was just keeping us almost level to where we were. Because if you think if we hadn't spent 100 million and yet we're still around 10th, where would we be if we hadn't spent 100 million? It's transition, but I think they've got to back him again in the summer.
I agree. I think this is a transition season. I think this is our first season under Pellegrini. I'll judge him next season. Yeah, that's when I'll judge him. I'll judge, what signings he makes in the summer, and what our performances are like in the summer, because we've just been too inconsistent this season for me. I blame myself for expecting a little bit too much this season. It's my fault. It's not the team's fault.
We're fans.
Yeah, but I will say I think sometimes I've blamed Pellegrini for a couple of tactical decisions this season, especially in those early games. I thought he's a little bit naive.
And things like that.
Yeah, but I will say, overall it's not been great, but it hasn't been bad either. It's been better than last season. Overall, I would say.
What we've got to remember is 100 million to us, the everyday man, that's a lot of money. But there's players in this league that are worth 100 million. What a single player, and we've pretty much built half a squad on that money.
And we're probably going to spend that much again to be in the running.
Fingers crossed. I mean, are we better this season? When you look at mid-table, it's not that great. But when you look at the last few seasons, where it's looked like we could be relegated at certain points, it's not really been an average season because there's been hope. Whereas before, there's been regret. So there's been probably more highs than lows as opposed to the previous few seasons.
No, I've got to say, I'm still on cloud nine from last week, to be honest with you. So you can't dampen my spirits at all. I'm still loving it that we beat Spurs. I think everybody in here is loving it that we beat Spurs, right? So we should have had.
I don't want to give them the satisfaction. I mean, we went to London. We beat a small team, all right, they're higher up the table than us, but I mean, it's always nice to beat them because they see us as their rivals. But I'm not going to give them the satisfaction.
Well, I love it anyway. So look, quick predictions for today. I don't think we're going to turn up today. I think it's going to be a very nervy 2-1 win for us, but I don't think either team's going to play well.
As I said in the pre-match one, I think we'll win 3-1. That is what I think we'll win, but doesn't matter what the score is as long as we win.
That's exactly my thought.
I mean, I think it's going to be like a nervy 2-1.
2-1.
It's our season died out when we lost to Cardiff, and it's been a bit flat since. So if the players are still riding off the result from last week, we could see like the same result from last year in a 3-0. But it doesn't seem the season's fizzled out. It doesn't seem to be much left. So I can even see it being a 1-1, like a boring game.
But are you both forgetting about the magic carpet?
Yeah, that'll take us to the promised land, I'm sure. Right, anyway. So thanks very much. Be back with us for the when the team is announced in about the next hour or so. This is Irons United from Supporters Bar at South Space, and catch you on the next video. Cheers.